Beloved floaties and precious members, how you going, mate? We are looking at a 1985 Saab 900 Turbo 16. Cool name. This isn't the car. This is just for some reason in the intro, and I'm not sure why. Kind of looks like the NPC car from Grand Theft Auto 3. Well, that doesn't matter. We're finally looking at a Saab, another company completely ruined by GM. It can stand alongside Pontiac and Holden. It's just collectively shaking their heads at the ground like, what? GM, why? You take excellence and then squash it. So yeah, let's suss this. So this is from 1985, and where I believe this chassis, this body, had already been out for quite a few years. It all will be explained. This is a brand new car at the time.
Motor Week is made possible by
see, look, it's all different cars.
RockAuto.com, State Farm,
a proper
and
Hummer.
WeatherTech.
Where's the Magnas? No Magnas.
So there's a lot of action on the way, so let's get to it with this Saab 900 Turbo 16. The Saab has only been making cars since 1949, and most of them have had a
Stop! Excuse me, I'm still clearing up. That is what? They've only been making cars just after the World War. Like, I mean, that's not that much pedigree. That's even like 40 years at this point. That's not fair. Where have these standards come from? Definitely not the design of these hubcaps.
dirty reputation, though a lot of people have thought of them as kind of mundane and ugly ducklings. Well, that all changed in 1978 with the introduction of the 900 Turbo. Now, the 900 was an upgrade of the venerable four-cylinder 99 series. Laced with V8-like performance, it was the first European turbocharged sedan to reach the U.S. With it, Saab's image also moved fashionably upmarket. In 1982, the Turbo's performance was enhanced with electric boost control. We were impressed enough with that car. But here comes the third generation 900 Turbo.
See, the third
and it's
version.
got the most exciting eccentric advance yet.
Eccentric, yes. Like in Europe, this is like the architect's car. Like if you bought a Saab, that's what it was. Because, yeah, for like the longest time, they were just weird. I mean, it was Europe's Subaru, where they just made strange things for just alternative people, which is why I love them. I love cars that border on uggo than boring. But I seriously love the look of this thing. We can't see it much yet anyway.
Even a new Saab Scania logo doesn't tell you much about what's new
Cool
here.
logo.
The 900 Turbo still
Ooh.
looks about the same as last year. Same unusual styling that most folks either love or love to hate.
They're my favorite cars. I think the PT Cruiser looks pretty good. Fight me in the Hungry Jack's car park.
The line...
So I love this back section, this slopey bum that it's got. It's awesome. I forget if it's a hatchback or not. That glass doesn't look like... I mean, there's too many pixels to tell if that lifts up or not. I have nearly no Saab experience. I think I've seen 3 or 4 in Australia usually.
up of body styles is the same too. You can get either this 3-door hatchback
Oh, it
or a
is.
more formal 4-door sedan.
Ugh.
So by now you know we have to top the huge
So it's so Europe. It like has to make no sense at all. This is technically the better way to do it. So that way, if the bonnet catch doesn't work, the bonnet wants to stay shut.
clamshell hood for the treasure of our quest.
And
Because
I'm
the
sorry,
Saab
they've
900
typecast the person to have in here perfectly as well. On point. See, like, this, yeah, from a safety point, this is better. But look how hard it is to get to your radiator and nearly anything else.
Turbo is now the Saab 900 Turbo 16. That's 16 valves, 4 per cylinder, instead of the usual 2. The
Amazing.
new double overhead cam cylinder head allows better breathing, and it's one of the latest tricks for getting more power out of small 2-liter engines.
And like the only trick other than full electronic sequential injection sort of thing. We've been at twin overhead cams, 4 valves per cylinder forever. 5 ever even. That's one more than full.
Combined with a new
here it comes.
intercooler and the turbo's induction plumbing, horsepower is up almost 19% to 160.
Whoa.
Torque gains over 9% for a current rating of 188.
Wow, look at it go.
And we felt the results of that strengthened torque curve
Come on.
only in our longest acceleration test. A quarter mile for this favorite foreign front
Sounds
driver
awesome.
is now 16.4 seconds at 85
What's the 0 to
miles per
100
hour.
though?
That's almost 2 seconds quicker than the last 900 Turbo we tested. Despite peak torque being available sooner than before, Turbo Boost still builds slowly. Combined with a lot of wheel hop and hard starts and a still too low first gear, our times...
58 mile an hour. Okay, 9 seconds. It is 85 though, and it is a little 4-cylinder front-wheel drivey thing, but it is double overhead cam quad valve turbo. And hearing about wheel hop, what that is where like the axle basically shudders. It goes like, and it feels horrible. It feels like you're destroying the car. I hate wheel hop.
Over a 500-foot on-ramp
It's
course,
okay.
9 seconds at 58 miles per hour, and 9.3 seconds from 0 to 60 are roughly the same excellent results as in our former 900 Turbo experience.
Yeah, it is a small
But you
car.
will find this new power a big plus in one other area, passing. 3.1 seconds from 40 to 55, and third gear is rocket-like and 25% better than before.
It's probably because you're already on boost, so when you kick back in the second or third, you're there and it goes, wah, and then goes.
With a top speed near 130, the Saab 900 Turbo 16 is now one of
Such
the
a good-looking
fastest
car. I love
sedans
the front.
sold here. But as we've said before, and probably will again, there's a lot more to a Saab Turbo than just speed.
Yeah, Top Gear brought it up where GM couldn't understand, or any of the other manufacturers couldn't understand why Saabs cost so much until they dropped one onto its roof from a certain height. I can't show anything Top Gear because they'll probably hunt me even down through memberships and float plane and everything. But where like the Saab bounces on its roof, they are built so staunch.
That locomotive-like stability, for instance.
Yeah, because they're
Unlike
heavy.
many front-wheel drive cars, the Saab Turbo won't shake it
Let's see
again.
that again.
There's a lot more to a Saab Turbo
We
than
got
just speed.
liftoff.
That
Let's have a look.
locomotive-like
That
stability,
was
for
awesome.
instance.
Watch that rear wheel.
Unlike
Watch it.
many front-wheel drive cars, the Saab Turbo won't shake its tail loose in a hard turn.
Friggin' front wheel
It doesn't
drive.
like to plow or roll much either. The 900 Turbo's power rack and pinion steering is also quick and light and feeds back plenty of pavement information.
Power steering in a smaller front-wheel drive 4-cylinder thing in 85 is actually a pretty big deal. My old panel van from 1990 didn't even have power steering.
And you can forget about front drive torque steer too. Indeed, the only handling shortcoming we found on our car was from the long tread life Michelin MXV tires. They're a bit too hard for aggressive driving.
Look at these weird, like there's, I thought these were plastic clip-ons. These are actual alloys. And there's no Saab logo on it that I can make out. Maybe it's because it's too pixel soup looking, because it's ancient video.
Some cars will still come equipped with the softer Pirelli P6s, but delivery
These
will be
tires
at
are so
random.
goober looking.
The newest Saab Turbo also excels in another all-important performance category.
them skids?
Braking.
Yeah.
Hard stops from 55 produced a scant 110-foot average
No
after 6
ABS.
tries. There's no lock, pull, or noticeable fade. The four-wheel power disc system provides a solid pedal. And altogether, landing
I love this
a Saab
acting
is
they're
almost
doing as if they haven't done all the data already. Like, this is just for the camera.
as exhilarating as the takeoff. But even the hardcore Saab enthusiast still has to do things like drive to and from work or go on vacation.
Yeah, 85. This is nice. That wheel is gorgeous. I mean, it's not going to feel good when you smash into it in an accident and it just literally skewers you. But I mean, you'll look good when they peel you out of it.
Vacations with family
Look
or
at these
friends.
seats.
So
Actually, you
how
can't. Can
does
we
the Saab Turbo handle
unglitch? Unglitch. Why?
everyday needs
Why?
with class?
No, we can't see it. Get out of here. Ah, good. These seats are pretty flat, but in an old man couch looking kind of way. Does that make sense? I mean, I guess it depends how soft and cushy it is. These door trims are pretty Spartan, actually. That's not a lot of armrest to sit on, but it looks excellent. I love the black and the cream interior. Mercedes always did black dashboards no matter what because it doesn't glare off the window on the front. And, you know, a lot of cheap brands trying to be bougie be like, oh, we've got a tan-colored dashboard as well, with the issues that come with it. Oh, dingle stick confirmed.
Again with a unique style. Since Saab is primarily an aircraft manufacturer,
I forget that, and they're still going. They're still making fighter jets. They just pulled their car manufacturing out and went, well, we'll just make fighter jets instead.
you expect most controls and indicators to be laid out in a clear and usable fashion.
I love it.
But we'd still like to see a voltmeter and
Still like to see a voltmeter. I guess it is nice just having more bing bong in front of you. Is that in the oh no, that's the turbo boost gauge. Heaps good. You always want it in the red. Giant fuel gauge. I do like this weird angle that it's got. It like kind of sweeps around. Clock confirmed, and yeah, 4,000 Ks on it. A man can dream.
even more important, an oil pressure gauge. It seems vital given the car's drive me faster appeal. There's a long list of standard creature comforts.
Whoa!
The sole interior option is called an exclusive appointments group, and it includes leather upholstery.
Wow, look at these headrests as well. All right, looking like this is nice. This is really nice. Although, boo, no wheelie wheel. There's no wheelie wheel. It's a stupid ratchet thing where most times it's in between two seat settings that you would actually like. But yeah, you can see with the Saab, it's a small, fuel-efficient, safe thing that isn't cheap. It's an expensive small car. Like, not many companies make expensive small cars.
Makes these very supportive, electrically heated Saab seats a bit slippery. However, that minor flaw is offset
can't wait for that
by
to
the
leak.
quick-acting electric sunroof,
You know
also
it will.
included in the package. One of the reasons we usually opt for the three-door version of the Saab over the four-door sedan is its hatchback versatility.
Oh, how does that stay up?
Loading is easy
It's
with
got a
bumper
double
height
arse.
lift. The already massive space can grow substantially by folding
so
the spacious
good.
rear seat. Extra
Miss you so
well-thought-out
much,
features
Saab.
include a solid package shelf that can be raised or lowered independent of the hatch.
See, this is what happens when companies make cool, fun stuff for like people who care, and then you realize that no one cares, which is why everyone drives a RAV4. It works. It's just not thrilling or exciting or interesting in any way. It's like just no one cares. It's so depressing.
Another handy device is an inside hatch handle that'll keep fingerprints and scratches off of the paint.
That's pushing
We're
it.
also fond of Saab's rear underfloor packaging. It keeps the spare tire, toolkit, and a secret storage cubbyhole down and out of the way.
Matching
Once
bags.
loaded and on your way,
I love that
you'll find
shape,
the ride
damn it.
is much better than expected for a sport model with hang-on forever handling. And despite the massive hatch, the interior sound level at 55 is a still better than average 68 decibels.
It's not cheap.
Mileage, though not exactly in economy car class, is quite passable, with EPA rating.
Oh, okay. It uses more fuel than I thought. Oh, that's what happens when you turbo it and make it out of really thick steel and then fill it with heated seats.
Of 19 city and 25 highway. 23 is what we gathered on our 100-mile test loop.
Yeah.
So if the latest Saab Turbo is so terrific, what's in store for next year? Well, actually,
Bankruptcy.
it's already
No, that's
here.
not for a while.
For spring, Saab slicked up the outsides of the
Oh,
900.
look at those wheels. Those are the wheels. That's... God, it looks so much better. Tri-wing looking wheels.
Turbo with a special performance group that adds a unique lower body aerodynamic fender package, new tires and wheels,
Looks
and for the
great.
first time front and rear anti-sway bars for even better handling, if that's possible.
Oh,
But all that will set you back a hefty $22,000. A high
22. What? No.
and for the first time front and rear anti-sway bars for even better handling, if that's possible. But all that will set you back a hefty $22,000.
Whoa, in
A high
85.
premium over the already hardly cheap $18,000 900 Turbo. Saab
I think you get like a Chevy Nova for $600 or something.
says they just couldn't wait till next fall with the SPG package, a time that's being carefully reserved for the U.S. introduction of the new Saab 9000, which will be their first all-new car in 16 years.
Yeah.
But it's clear that there's still plenty of life left in the
Look at
old
this castle
900
they're in.
anyway.
What's this?
For as eccentric and innovative as it is, the 1985 Saab 900 Turbo 16 offers performance
love
and
how long it takes to
versatility
start.
that's hard to fault.
So it's a brand new car that goes. It's just how they all did it. I don't know what GM was thinking. Like, Saab overbuild everything that they touch. The stories I heard leading up to the bankruptcy where they always push back against GM were like, nah, they develop their own stuff every single time. It's how they like to do it. I don't know why GM put their hand into it. It's like, it's the wrong company. GM's all about making one car and having 15 different brands sell the exact same thing, all competing in the same market, which is why so many of the brands died off. They're in competition with each other. What a beautiful car. There was a substitute teacher at my school who had one. That was my experience. And he was this like eccentric, like, dude just traveled around the country just filling in wherever, and I lived way out in the middle of whoop with country, so he road tripped his Saab all the way out to us, and yeah, it was super neat. Is that it? That's it. So it's so fun to see these classic cars that are just absolutely beloved, behold today, and back when they were brand new, they were beloved, and just like, man, what a set of wheels. What a set of wheels! Look, we actually get music this time, not the sound of a diesel motor going. I kind of wish there was the diesel motor.